Alright, welcome back to Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. This is part 4. We will be moving to the Cathedral of the Deep. Last time we finished up Road of Sacrifices. Should be finding a lot of pieces. We'll find an Estus Shard, Undead Bone Shard, a Store's Greatsword, some ashes, just all of the things. It's going to be great. So, you finished Crystal Sage. You could go to Farron Keep. We are going to go to the left of the Sage and head towards Cathedral of the Deep. Crystal Lizard down low. We're going to go ahead and get that. And then there's another one right there. Then going to run past these guys. Because we just don't need to be fighting them, you know? It's not that big a deal. We could do it for the souls, but we don't have to. So right here, around this tree and down this, there's a gentleman guarding some ashes. We are going to fight him. Ooh. Boom. No worries. And here are the ashes that he was guarding. So you go back to Firelink, hand those to the handmaiden, and buy a few things from her. We're not going to worry about that yet. Item right here. Titanite Shard. And then, this is just a pretty area. Behold the view. So then we're back to the stairs, and then this guy with the spider shield. The spider shield allows you to do your weapon art while holding the shield out. Man, normally this fight is much more unpleasant. So, I'm glad it went well. Over here, take this little drop down. All around there, all the way up this side. And boom, crest shield. You'll get multiple crest shields throughout the playthrough. We're really fine. Let's go ahead and do this. Instead of stopping to fight all of this, just run it. Like, it's not a fun fight. See, look at that. Instead of stopping to fight all the guys with the crossbows, all the dogs, just run. This guy's gonna set himself on fire. If he's able to catch up with the dogs, he'll explode and kill them too. And boom. Cathedral of the Deep. So, this gentleman right here leads to the Snow DLC. If you don't have the DLC, he won't be there. here, the whip, notched whip, causes bleed. Useful with the bleed build, but I have not really utilized it in the bleed builds that I've made. And these guys over here. Basically praying to the Estishar. Boom, Estishar. Now that we've gotten that, let's go back to Firelink. We'll probably have enough to level. Let's see. Oh gosh, we are just so close. Not quite enough. We probably could go sell some items, but instead, I mean, we're 20 away. There we go. Now we have more than enough. Digging. There we go. So we'll go to Firelink. We will level up, and we will reinforce our Estus flasks so that we can get another one, and then keep pushing through.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And then Yoel's dead. Let's see, is she here yet? Yeah, she is.
Oh, I am thanks to allow me to
Dignified bow. All right.
for the time thou remainst of, and I of course.
So you can buy this tome and give it to the Miracles chick to learn. You can also buy the Purging Stone, which gets rid of your undead curse, so you won't be hollowed anymore. We don't have enough to buy that right now.
Till we meet again.
We are also barely hollowed out. Your hollowing goes all the way to 99. We're sitting at 16. Okay, just making sure. Alright, cleansing chapel in the Cathedral of the Deep. So the interesting thing about this area is that we are constantly going to be opening up shortcuts back to this one bonfire, which is a little frustrating, but also kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a torch. It'll be fine. Normally you need to have a torch because if you get thrown up on by these guys, it'll cause a like worm bleed buildup. It'll just slowly build up until it bleeds you. It'll do that a couple times. It's a very unfortunate way to go. How many items there? Nope. across over here. Do the little drop down. Grab the items. Executioner's greatsword, that's cool. You don't want to fight those guys just because they're infinite over there. There's no point. That guy's not infinite, but I still don't want to fight him right now, because if he does a little bleed buildup, then that's gonna hurt, and we don't have a torch to get rid of it. Undead Bone Shard. Repair powder. Pretty useless, since all of your stuff gets repaired at the bonfire. Alright. This is Grave Warden. He has Grave Warden Twin Blades that are the best item for building a bleed build. Didn't drop it this time, that's okay. This should be Curse Ward Great Shield, yep. Then carefully, you're going to walk up and kick the ladder. A lot of people forget to kick it, thus all the bloodstains. That works as a shortcut back to the bonfire. We don't really need that yet because we are full on Estus. So we're going to keep going. Rusty Coin increases item discovery, meaning things are more likely to drop from enemies that you kill. Fighting right here is not ideal, so instead, you're going to run along here and across. Walk forward to spawn the guys that are supposed to trap you. Apparently I didn't go far enough. So generally you'll come up here. The guy that's on that wall will jump down. Yeah, there he is. These little gray rat guys are super frustrating. Just because when they're walking around with their great swords like that, their timing on their attacks are super delayed, so it's hard to read. So alright, no problem so far. Last guy. Yeah, I gotcha. So, if you go up these stairs, to your left is just an undead hunter charm, guarded by those three. It's not worth it. Don't go over there. Unless you just really want to 100% this area. You just don't have to, though. It's not worth it. This is a trap, so we're going to walk forward and then immediately walk back. Okay. Then, red bug repellent. Also, not a big deal. You really don't need that. So, you don't have to go up those stairs at all. It's 2 items that you really don't need. Alright. The big guy. If you walk forward too far, he and everything in the room to my left will start attacking. You really don't want to... You don't want them to group up on you. because this guy deals enough damage that it's going to be super inconvenient. Now that he's dead, he's going to jump out. Huh. Forgot about those guys that were on top of the building. And here, there are 2 more thralled. There he is. Alright. And instead of running up, kill this guy, because he'll stand up and throw undead hunter charms at you that keep you from being able to use your Estus, which obviously not being able to heal during a fight can be pretty detrimental. Alright, we have this guy, you're nothing, and then another Grave Warden. Not a big deal, except in the stairs right there, there's another Grave Warden. So we're gonna keep this guy over here, because if both of them were starting to do the bleed build-up, we would die pretty quickly. And look at that. Second guy, right on cue. And I'm not sure that was really a backstab, but it gave it to me. Easy enough. Alright. These guys light themselves on fire and run after you. If you go straight to the door, generally they'll explode while running at you. You don't have to worry about it. This guy really wants to hit me and is frustrated. Wow! That was so unfair for him. Alright, over here is a trap. You can't see him yet. There's those 4 guys right there. And then a big bad with a big old axe just waiting. Just waiting. And they're lighting themselves on fire. Ah, apparently he had another attack. Roll! Wow, that was close. Yeah. And there we go. Didn't have to fight these guys at all. Hey, another great axe. That's cool. But, you know, it's still fun. An ember. Nice. And these guys exploded and dropped something, so we're going to go ahead and grab that anyway. Firebomb. That just run out. Alright, so we're in the cathedral. Turning left. And down these stairs. This is a trap. That can poison you if you stand in it too long. This room has 3 of these pyromancer priest guys. They are quite rude. And then, boom. We get to an elevator, a sleeping giant, and a stairway. Stairway leads down to, I think, a single enemy who's guarding an item. Yep. I say do it. Titanite shard. Well, nice. And then what are we guarding? Deep gem. So that was on that axe that we found earlier. It causes it to do flat dark damage, which is cool, but it doesn't scale with anything. And now that we're starting to allocate points a little more correctly, we want it to scale. Now this is unfortunate. I call him a shield eater. If you ever played Ocarina of Time, essentially that's what these guys remind me of. Alright, so we got that item. Only other place to go is across, running from the giant. Instead of trying to do that, we're going to get this shortcut back to the bonfire so that we can heal up, we can level, and then we can make our next run. All right.
Well, very well. Don't take.
Nice. Increasing our damage slowly but surely.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
May the flames guide thee. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we got ashes. Give Umbral Ash.
Gracious, let this I only hope these.
We should buy a torch. Oh, that's a good thing to do just in general. Start off by buying a torch. So let's buy a torch. Torches are good. Let's buy one just in case we have a co-op and need to give it to somebody. Then, we can talk to Andre. Reinforce our Estus. We have 8 now. Don't have any large Titanite shards. We have some strength weapons if we wanted it. Executioner's Greatsword. Astora's Greatsword. Both are really good swords. Astora's Greatsword is actually an Ultra Greatsword. Executioner's Greatsword, just a normal Greatsword, like a Claymore. Good swords for sure. We're going to stick with our refined longsword for now. And keep on. Now because we're back here and we did find a undead bone shard, we're going to rest right here. Burn undead bone shard. Increases the potency of our Estus flask. Back to the cleansing chapel again. So now, instead of running out the front way, we have this door that then leads back to where we were before. And we can continue on. Out here, there's a giant. He wakes up and he is mad. So you can stop and grab these if you want. They're likely to get hit like that. You gotta be careful coming to the edge, because he might hit you right off. And then we're going through this doorway. Made it. Now over here, you head up top. This little priest thing with the spiked mace just hanging out along with an archer. Pretty sure she's guarding an item. We're fine. Hey, I got her gloves. That's something. An ember. Okay, well, worth it for early game, I guess. But you don't really need that ember because you've gotten enough. Like, you've got 17 or 16. You don't really need that ember, but it's okay. Now this item over here on the right is a trap. There's a shield eater up top, and this little jerk face is going to drop down. He's going to climb up, and they're going to try and attack you. There's a third one over there that I assume is to trick you after you kill the two. Seek guidance. Doing that just makes it so that it seems like you're ember that you can see writing on the ground. It's not crazy useful. So, let's see how much health we get back now. That's much more significant, for sure. Alright, this is a mimic. You can't quite tell because the chain is covered up. But, as we've said before, it also breathes. Look at that. It's opening its mouth. Yeah, normal chests don't breathe. So, let's give this one a go. And you don't want it to give you a hug. Made it. No problem. Braille Divine Tome. So that's another tome that we can give to the Miracles chick. She'll teach us more stuff. That's cool, except that we're not doing miracles right now, so not overly useful, but cool to have. Alright, our first Cathedral night. This guy, big old mace, big old shield. He's a total jerk. Oof. Got him. Alright. This next room is not to be trifled. Let's see. We walk in here and it causes this big death spider thing to jump down. Its attacks cause the death curse to build up. Oh, and if we get hit again, we're gonna die. Okay, alright. This can totally be avoided. You don't have to fight it. Ah, I got cursed. Oh. That hurts. Hurts my pride. Hurts my soul. But that's okay. We can get back there, no problem. Yeah. You know what?
Oh, please stop. My work is not yet done. I am no foe of yours. Please.
He is a foe, though.
Please stop.
Okay, well, he's gonna keep begging for his life. I guess I'll stop. Don't run into the hole if you die. Call the elevator back down. I'm gonna hold off on embering. Let's run back this again. So a good reason to fight the Death Spider is that it's worth a lot of souls, and you get a ring from it. But obviously a reason not to fight it is you just don't have to, man. Now I'm gonna run back into that room and get my souls, and then I'm coming back out. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a Cathedral Knight in the way again. There we go. Cathedral Knight leggings. Nice. Cathedral Knight armor is cool, man. It's really heavy, but super cool looking. We're gonna get that. Also, there's an ember. It's cool. Like I said, we don't have to fight it. So because we died, we're not gonna. We are, however, going to use this ember that we found because it allows for the NPC invader to invade. If you're a mage, go out into the thick water. He'll try to just do light attacks, and you'll be too far away, and you can just lock on and wear him down. Oh, didn't think he'd be able to turn like that, but now I know. Oh, that's super unfortunate. No, not again. Oh ho ho. There we go. No problem. Never worried. Hey, cool. This just makes it so the giant can't come towards you, but the giant wasn't gonna come towards you. Alright, Cathedral Knight, come at me, bro. What do you got? That was a delayed swing. There we go. Yeah, I did it. Alright. So this leads back to the bonfire. And this leads to the next area that we're going to go to. Boom. Bonfire. Let's go level.
Very well. Farewell, Ashen One.
Now we're going to be doing some damage. Let's go. 181. Not bad at all. We didn't get any more of those. So let's instead travel back to the Cathedral of the Deep. Alright. Next area. A little sketchy. So, up this elevator. I'm going to take this guy out who attacked us much earlier. And then carefully around, going up the ladder. And we're going to attack this guy. Boom. Drop down. And this guy's going to try and attack us from behind. Oh, I fell. No. Nope, that's not what I wanted to use. Oh, wow. That's what I get. Alright. Well, that was an unfortunate outing. Let's do this again. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna pull this back down. Let's do it again. Now, you don't have to go this way. You can get to where we're going without doing all this running around on the rooftop. But there's a lot of things you get from this rooftop. So it's worth doing. Alright, big guy. There's our souls. But I don't want to jump down just to get the souls. Definitely thought he died, but that's fine. Just a bad guy out there. And then, ooh, nobody. But it's a lie, because there's guys waiting to jump up here and attack us. All for this item that we already got. Pale Tongue. So the Pale Tongue is what allows us to respec our character late game if we want to. Actually, about now is when we could start respecking. If we felt so inclined. So this area sucks. Essentially we're heading to that platform right over there. Where that bloodstain is. But over here there is a Cathedral Knight and a Blessed Gem. The Blessed Gem is really useful. If you attach it to a weapon, it allows you to constantly regen just a little bit of health, which is awesome. But it also scales damage with faith. So if you dump into your faith stat, maybe you're using miracles, makes it fantastic. Oh, he's got another swing. And another swing. Oh, wow. That was way close. We're fine. We lived. It's all good. Alright. So we're trying to get to where that Cathedral Knight is currently standing. If you fall from here, you die. Not even if like you're wearing a special ring that negates fall damage, nothing. You just die. So we're gonna... No! Oh. So a better plan would have been to kite him back to the crossing of those two. And then move from there. I just didn't do that. Good thing we didn't use an ember. This is gonna be the last thing. That's all we gotta do. Just gotta do this one thing, then we'll be fine. We're gonna do this. We're gonna unlock Rosaria's. Going to then get to the boss area. And yeah, easy peasy. All right, redemption. Souls are up there. walking this way. Oh my gosh, he just jumped. He jumped? He had so much to live for. And the other guy's gonna be shooting at us. Carefully drop down to here. Drop down to here. You're gonna take a lot of fall damage from both of those, so make sure you heal up each time. And then there's this guy. He's a total jerk. I'm gonna open this door. And then, boom, Rosaria's bedchamber. This is who can respec our characters if we make mistakes on where we've placed our points so far. And you can do that 5 times per playthrough. But it's at the cost of a pale tongue, and pale tongues are hard to come by. Let's rest. I don't know why I didn't rest, but let's rest. Alright, so immediately to our right, there's a guy who's just standing there, doing nothing. We're gonna kill him for doing nothing. He gives us the red soapstone. It's like the white soapstone, except you can put it down and people can summon you in as an invader, and then you can fight each other. It was the original way to PvP before they created the undead death matches. Across there is normally Patches, where you can talk to. He'll betray you and push you down here. And that's really it. There's an item at the feet of that giant. You don't need that item. These items, however, are a bit cooler. Should be an armor set. Yeah. This is going to take us a while to hack through, though. So if you don't want to sit here just hacking at this guy's ankles, you can just keep going. The armor set's cool, but it's not actually very good, so it's not worth really dying over. Alright, over here. Let's see if we can pull this fire priest first. And then there we go. Do we have to fight this guy? No, we actually don't. But we're gonna. Alright. Oh, that should have been a backstab. Yeah, there it is. No problem. Come on, get it. Yeah. Yeah. There's another one. We don't have to fight him. He sleeps. But we're gonna fight him, because we can start with such an advantage. Kinda rude, but these guys are also just hanging out, so clearly you should run up and backstab them. There is an item over here. I forget what it is. Ember. Well, it's good to get an Ember. You can go up that and open those doors at the top, but you don't have to. We are going to Ember because we should be able to summon in Henri and Horus. There's Horus. And Henri. It's good to have other people for boss fights. For this fight, you're going to want to have Pontiff's Left Eye on because you recover HP with successive attacks. You're going to be attacking large groups of enemies, and each enemy you hit counts as one attack. So for every like sweep attack, you'll hit 3 or 4. And if you keep doing that, it just compounds the amount of health you're getting back. So definitely recommend using that. Here we go. Way to do this boss fight is to aim for this first phase. You aim for wherever that light goes. You can lock on, you don't have to. You can just thin out the herd, but doing so kind of limits where that, like, I don't know what to call it, spirit can go. I guess they got it. Nice. That's big damage. Alright, now the boss appears. If we don't kill him in time, he's going to slowly release this darkness that fills up the ceiling, and it'll kill us. So, you have a time limit on this one, other than just not dying. Yep, this build-up is starting. But as you can see, my health is coming back super fast. There we go. That was closer than it should have been. Yeah, that's right. Look at him. Look at him go. They're still attacking him. Yeah. Yeah, you get him. And yeah, that's how you do it. So when we beat that, we got a small doll and the boss soul. The small doll is what we're going to need to get into the Irithyll City. But that's it for this area. Now, we'll head back to Farron Keep, which we unlocked at the end of our Road of Sacrifices run. But as for this area, it's all done. There's a few items and things you can go searching for and pick up. But we got everything that was super important. And yeah, Cathedral of the Deep, and the boss and everything. Hope that was helpful. Be sure to look for part 5, and I will catch you next time. Be good, everybody.